everybody, this is Donna. Welcome to my channel, Restore Glory, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. So this final video that I'm doing, I am over the moon excited about because I'm going to call it mid-century madness because the items that I found at this vintage shop, I paid up for sure. Absolutely paid up. No doubt about it. However, when I looked up the comps, the sold comps on these items, I literally, was excited. I'll just leave it at that. I was so excited. So I'll show you those on the back end. Not that I'm trying to wait for you guys to wait till the end. If you guys want to fast forward, that's completely fine. But they're so big, I have to, I just want to get them done at the end, right? When you see these things, I'm pretty sure you're going to be just as excited as I am. But right now, the items I'm about to show you came from the flea market. I think I told you guys about the flea market that I go to the second Saturday of every month in Alexandria, Virginia. This particular Saturday, it was cold as I don't know what. I didn't really want to go because they were predicting that it was going to be cold. As a matter of fact, all of the marketing that they were saying, guys, please, please dress warmly or whatever because it's going to be cold, but the vendors are still going to be out. They kept promoting that. They said that they were going to have some new vendors and some of your favorite vendors were going to be there. And, the only thing I have to say is that some of my favorite vendors were not there, unfortunately, probably because it was just cold. But one of my favorite vendors that I go to first thing when I go to this particular flea market, outdoor flea market, she wasn't there. And I was so disappointed because every time that I go to her table, she always has some amazing stuff. I know she watches my channel too. So you know who you are. And you always have amazing stuff. And I always get a great deal. I try to bundle things up. And because I'm like doing like this, I'll take that. I'll take that. She always said, you want me to put that to the side for you? Yes, please. So, so she always has some amazing items. And quite a few of her items that I have gotten from her have sold already. Because she always has those things that's right up my alley. Mid-century modern, vintage, all of those items. She's just amazing. And I don't know. She just wasn't there this particular Saturday because it was really cold. However, another one of my favorite vendors was there. Her and her sister I always hit their booth too. They always have some amazing mid-century modern items, and I have always gone to their shop and got some great items from them. She was by herself, unfortunately, this go round, and her sister was not with her. But yeah, I was so glad to see them, and it was like I said, it was so cold that day. And she had some amazing stuff, and I can't wait to show you those items that I got from her. One of the items I know I paid up for, but I wanted to support her anyway because I actually saw this item in a recent video from, my friend and yours, George the Antique Nomad. You know I love him. And so it was so funny that I saw this, right? I don't know whether or not it was a recent video, because, I watch his videos over and over again, but I remember he specifically highlighted this particular item and noted that they do sell well. So I paid up for it. I'm probably going to make a little bit of money on it, but not a lot. But in any event, I couldn't pass it up because it was so unique. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to get a sip of my coffee. Give me one moment. Which is cold now, by the way. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, the first item I'm going to show you, I got this from a vendor. I have gone to her before. She always has great prices. But these are, I believe these are Laurel Birch. I believe these are Laurel Birch wooden kitty or cat figurines. They're made out of wood, and I think they go like this, right? Because of the bottom, I'm pretty sure. But I believe this style is Laurel Birch. I love Laurel Birch. So if you guys know that particular artist, I know these cats look just like her style, but there's no makes or marks. Normally her items are signed, but I don't see anything. I did do a Google lens on these. Let me just put this one down. I did do a Google lens on these, and I saw something similar, but not quite. But it definitely has Laurel Birch-esque design, which I kind of sort of totally dig. So, yeah, and these were only, how much did she charge me for these? $5? I think $5 for two. So, yes, please. And again, there's no markings or whatever, and they kind of sort of stand up like this. And I just thought they were so cool. That came from the flea market, one of the vendors at the flea market. Oh, sorry about that noise. The next item came from one of my favorite vendors at the flea market, and this one I think was only $8, $8 or $10. I don't remember now. Anyway, it's Fenton. And I actually have sold this exact one before, this Jack in the Pulpit, pink and white. I'm going to call it, is that milk glass, guys? I guess it's milk glass. But anyway, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Got it for a great price. I think it was $10. I think it was 10. I really do. Anyway, great price. And of course, I was going to pick it up. No chips, no cracks. It is in great, awesome condition. So that's that. From that, I'm going to save that for last. I'm going to switch gears, guys, and go to this, the items now I got from a vintage shop in Deal, Maryland. And, yeah, I went there one day after work before they closed. So, anyway, found this cute little glass, is it a turkey? I don't know if it's a turkey or a dove. I don't know. Anyway, it was only $3, so I got it. It's so pretty. It's like this kind of bluey color, blue purpley. I know the light's not giving it justice, but it was only $3, and I just picked that up. The next item I got from that shop down in Deal are these beautiful, cute, these were only $8, and they are anthropomorphic salt and pepper shakers. This is turtles, I guess. And here's the Made in Japan sticker on the bottom. And yeah, these are so cute. They were only $8. And here's the salt and pepper shaker together. So it's so funny because, give me one moment. When I, let me put this one down. I don't need to show both of them like that. Yeah, they're in good condition, actually. These things are in excellent. I don't think those are the original stoppers, by the way. But nonetheless, it does say Made in Japan, as you can see. But they're in great condition. And it is, I'm going to tell you something funny. When I did a Google lens on these particular salt and pepper shakers, they immediately popped up. And I believe it was either Etsy or eBay. They had them listed as rare, and they were listed for $40. I only paid $8 for those. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get $40 for them, but nonetheless, I need to do a little bit more research on those babies and see what they are about. So the next item I'm going to show you, this was definitely an impulse buy. It says Made in China. I think I paid about $20 for this. They only go for like $23, $24. But I wanted something mechanical. I definitely, not so much for me, but I wanted to, you know, introduce, you know, people who visit my shop to new and interesting items. So sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. But I think for the most part, I try to pick up interesting items. So this one is no exception. It is a mechanical or musical, what do you want to call it, animated animal. And it's a bear that's playing the maracas. Give me one moment. I'll just wind it up just a little bit so you can see him. And he kind of sort of rocks back and forth. You know, he's a busy little fella. You are, aren't you? So anyway, I paid up for him. I know that some of these mechanical items can go for really, really good money depending on how old they are and how rare they are. I know they can go for really, really good money. This one does okay. Like I said, I think I paid retail for it, is what I'm trying to say. I paid retail for it because I'm probably not going to make any money on this particular piece, but that is okay because I am so happy with the items that I get, because it's really not about the overall profit. Although that's why I do what I do, obviously, but I certainly do like bringing interesting items to my shop, right? I want people to say, hey, Donna always has something new. Everything in my shop is eclectic. It's all over the place, from home decor, glass, wood, vintage, antique in some cases, and, you know, books, everything, brass. I try to keep it all, right? All right, so the next item I found from one of the antique stores in in Deal, Maryland. This was only $8, right? I think I have another one. Wow, I completely forgot about that. I think I'm going to add this to my collection now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm just going to add it to the one that's up there. I'm trying to collect these, and this is no exception, because at first I was going to say, well, you know, go ahead and try to, you know, get this listed. But no, I think I'm going to keep this for myself. I'm going to keep this one for myself. So for $8, I thought this was a really good deal for this swung vase. And I'm kind of digging the green and the amber color ones. So, yeah, I have a few up there, actually. So, I think I'm just going to add this one to my collection. So, that's completely fine. All right, the next item. So, here's the item that I paid up for. Excuse me, I need to get some coffee. I'm feeling like a salad tonight for dinner, but I don't have the fixings. I feel like really I want to make a good chicken salad. I'm sorry, I digress. Sorry. All right. So this next item, guys, I actually know that I paid up for. But nonetheless, I wanted to support the vendor because I just wanted to support her. And B, it's an interesting item that's unique, and I don't want to call it rare, but it is unique. And the third thing is that I literally saw this in one of George the Antique Nomad's videos, I don't know, just a couple of days ago, actually. About a week and a half ago now that I'm thinking about it. He actually, I watch his videos so much over and over and over again. I always learn something new. And I'm pretty sure this was recent. And he pointed out this particular item and said that it was rare, they're hard to find, and they're cute. So I'm going to show you the box. All right. It is called a National Panasonic Transistor Radio R72S. So here's the box. The box is in relatively good condition, right? I mean, it's a little worn, but anyway, that's the transistor radio right there. It's that circular one. Here it is when you open it up, right? So I just love the graphics on that. Look at that. It is so cool. But wait till you see the color. The color is amazing. If this doesn't scream 1960s, 1970s, I don't know what does, right? So bear with me. I'm going to open it up. Even the paperwork is with this particular piece. Give me one moment, guys. Why is this having a hard? Oh, I don't want to tear it. What's going on? Oh, I think we have to open it from the bottom. That's what it was. I had to be careful. Give me one moment. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to be careful to make sure I didn't rip the box. Give me one moment, guys. It's coming. It's coming. All right, so that's that, and then here's the paperwork. It's really not. Well, here it is. It is. There's a few pieces of the paperwork in it, so give me one moment. I'm so sorry. I should have had all this out. So anyway, it talks about how to. This little piece talks about how to replace the batteries, right? And then this is just the operating instructions for the for it. Panasonic or S2S, the instructions. I think the instructions are so cute too, by the way. And so glad that they're there. Printed in Japan. So glad it has the instructions. Then it has the, I guess these are called the, I have no idea what this is. The product service guide. We don't care about that. From Matsushita Electric. So it definitely has its paperwork and its original box, which is cool, right? And then the radio itself came in this little plastic sleeve. And then here it is. And so it's National Electric. Now, she did point out to me that there was some paint loss around this edge. I guess because when you twist it a lot, maybe that's because, I'm not really sure. But nonetheless, she took the batteries out. That's right. I gotta put some batteries in this baby. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so look at this beautiful turquoise color. It's a transistor radio. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And for the most part, like I said, with the exception of this paint loss that's around this this twisty part, It is in great condition. I'm going to, if I can, when when I'm done with this video, I'm going to try to see if I can find how to get into this battery compartment. And if I can, I'll attach a little small video so that you guys can hear that it does play. So if I can do that after or while I'm processing this video, I will. But yeah, nonetheless, it's still gorgeous. I totally love it. You can put your earphone there. You can use it as some earphones. And battery open is right there. I have to figure that out. Anyway, so sorry. I'm digressing. But this beautiful, beautiful turquoise color transistor radio. Very, very, very vintage. I totally, totally love it. And it just twists open and you could just have yourself some fun listening to this radio. I remember these. I do. I remember my friends had these things back in the day. So anyway, I thought that was really, really cool. Even though I definitely paid up for it. They do sell really well. They sell for like, I've seen the prices all over the place. I think I've seen them as low as $60 and as high as $100, right? So, so we'll see. We'll definitely see what this one does and how it sells. So we'll see. Again, I like bringing interesting items to my shop. All right, guys, the next item came from that same vendor. As a matter of fact, I thought it reminded me of Potosi. I don't know why, but it reminded me of Potosi. And I think she called it an Italian ceramic lamp or something, but it's a little boudoir lamp. It's not that big. It's probably about, I don't know, guys, I had to guess maybe 16 or 17 inches tall, but this baby's heavy, but it so screams mid-century modern. And so cool, but it kind of sort of reminds me of Potosi. I'm pretty sure that it's not Potosi, but I thought I saw something on it that said Italy. Maybe not. But anyway, isn't that cool? I love this. And it's so small. You can get like a little cute lampshade. You can put whatever lampshade you want on it just because it's so neutral colored. But I just love that. Look at that little bird. Isn't that cool? I love that. All right, that's that. And I have to plug that one in. I hope that it works. So yeah, that was everything from the flea market and the vintage store. One of the vintage stores that was in Deal, Maryland. All right, so the next item I'm going to show you came from a yard sale, right? And then I'll show you the final item that's too big for me to hold. Anyway, this is a beautiful made in Korea brass shell, right? It's a little worn. I'm pretty sure I can clean it up a little bit and bring that out just a little bit. I have some brasso. But anyway, this thing is heavy. It's got to weigh a good 3 or 4 pounds, if not more. But he only charged me $2 for this, I think. It was $2 for this at the yard sale. And I'm like, yes, please. You know, brass is, you know, if you listen to George the Antique Nomad, you know I love him. He tells you that brass is coming back. Brass is one of those type of home decor pieces that this is just dust. This is dust. I don't know. I'm going to try to clean it up. You know, sometimes, Don, you have to remember that you're on camera. You can't talk to yourself. Seriously, don't do that. So anyway, yeah, so it does say made in Korea. Sorry, I only had coffee. That's all I had. Yeah, so anyway, it's huge. It's probably a good, I don't know, maybe 12 inches, maybe 11 or 12 inches long. But it's a big one, as you can see. And it's heavy. So again, for $3, I'm like, yes, please. So that came from a yard sale on my way from Goodwill. Now, this next item, I got to stand back just a little bit because I got this from the yard sale too. And I think I know he charged me $5 for it. So on the back of it, it says Turner Manufacturing Company of Chicago, fashion plate wall accessories. And it says it's a checkerboard in black mirror, right? And so again, if you watch the resellers, and in particular George the Antique Nomad, I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about him, but really, honestly, if you want to get in the reselling business and want to know anything about anything, why get into the business if you're not going to want to learn what these, learn about these products and being able to talk about them and, their manufacturer and all of that, So he's like a walking encyclopedia. I love him. Seriously, I just do. And I'm not ashamed. I do, because I learned so much from him. I learned things to pick up. Some of the stuff that I have in my shop, I would not have picked up had it not been for watching his videos. And listen, somebody who's been doing this for over 30 years, I think they know what they're doing, right? So, and he is the antique nomad for a good reason, because he goes all around the country to all different locations from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I pretty much think he knows this market and knows what's hot and what's not. So I listen to him. So anyway, I remember this was a video I know a while ago, at least, I don't know, a year or two ago, and he talked about these glass mirrors, right? And how they were hot, they were coming back in fashion or whatever. So I'm going to stop talking and just show you this. Now, my camera's going to show all of this, guys. But anyway, it is definitely made out of, it is huge. It is, as you can see, it's huge. But it's this beautiful checkerboard mirrored glass, right? And it is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Now, it definitely is a little worn on the side for sure. But it is pretty heavy. Now, I know it's huge. But somebody's gonna want this baby as a part of their home decor. I'm pretty sure. I just gotta clean it up a little bit. There's a few scratches, but nothing major. So you can see how stunning it is. It's definitely very retro. I wouldn't necessarily call it Art Deco, but it's definitely very retro, if you will. And so for $5 at a yard sale, of course I was going to pick it up. And then when I looked up the fact that this was Turner, it was from Turner Manufacturing with this original label. On eBay, there's some vintage, retro, even Art Deco styled mirrors from Turner Manufacturer that are going for hundreds of dollars, right? And so, yeah, so I picked it up. I'm like, yes, please. So I just thought it was super cool. I'm not sure exactly. It may take a while for that baby to sell. It might. I'm not afraid of that. And I'm certainly not afraid to I'm certainly not afraid to ship items, large items. And you just have to get the right box and make sure that what I try to do when I have big bulky items like that, I try to estimate my box size and the what I'm trying to say, the packaging material too. That's going to weigh, factor in the weight as well. But nonetheless, for that one in particular, I could not leave that behind because, again, like I said, he only charged me $5 for that, and then $3 for this very heavy brass shell. So for $8, I think that was a pretty good deal. All right, guys. So the next item I'm going to show you. So excited. Give me one moment. Okay, all right, sorry about that. So I had to get this item because, again, it's big and it's heavy, right? So this item, these 3 items came from, it's a vintage mark. Like, they do sell some home decor, some modern home decor items as well, but they also have vintage items. And I've been there, let's see, this would have been my, 4th trip maybe? And I have bought, the last time I was there, I bought an amazing, was it a genie bottle? I think it was a genie bottle. I can't remember. I think it was either a genie bottle or a swung vase. I can't remember. But I have absolutely did very, very well at this particular shop. And they also have the type of thing where things are on consignment. So if you don't get it at a certain date, you can always wait. I think they do like 30 days or something like that. So every 30 days, the price goes down until, it's at its lowest price. So, but this particular item, I'm going to stop talking, but this particular item, I kept looking at it and I kept looking at it, and it was reasonably priced. It was definitely something that I didn't want to spend a lot of money on because I just didn't. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. But then when I thought about it, I said, Donna, that's a reasonable price. It really is. Because I liked it. I'm going to stop talking. So, and I'm so glad I did, because when I did a lookup of this particular item, I did okay. I promise you I did okay. I'm going to stop talking. So anyway, first of all, let me just tell you, it is burwood, but this is a very, very heavy burwood. It is a burwood, and I have two of these. This is just one. I don't want to hold both of them up, but this is just one, right? So I got a set of two of these, right? These beautiful burwood. Let me just show you the back so you can see that they are burwood. That's the that's where you hang it up, but you can tell that this is an excellent, pristine condition. I think these probably came right out of the box. Like no chips, no scratches, no wear or tear at all on these pieces, right? Now, if this doesn't scream mid-century modern, I don't know what does, right? So I suppose you can hang them any way you want. Well, not upside down, but I suppose you can hang them this way, you can hang them this way, or, you know, however you want to hang them, you can. But I think they're aesthetically probably look better that way, right? Probably. And I have two. So just imagine the other one on this side. And these things are heavy. They probably weigh about, like maybe 3 or 4 pounds, right? And I paid up for these, but when I looked them up, now they come in all different types of colors, like some browns and some oranges, but who doesn't love this turquoise and brown? Like turquoise is like my favorite color. Hello, you guys can't see. I turn my camera around, you can probably see. I have one accent wall painted in turquoise, right? Right? So a set of these babies sold for $160. I did not pay that. Nowhere near that. But a set of these sold on eBay for $160. Just these. Like pristine condition. Like I think somebody must have literally just took these literally out of box and or got them from the box and decided. The vendor at this particular vintage mall, I think they knew what they had, but it was really priced. They could have easily have priced these for over $100 easily. And somebody who's decorating their home with this type of style would have scooped them up. And that's the reason why I was going back and forth. Should I get them? Should I not get them? Should I get them? Should I not get them? And at the end of the day, I ripped the Band-Aid off and I got them. Because I know that these will sell. They may not sell right away, but I know that these will absolutely sell. Even with the cost of having to ship them, I'm 100% sure that these babies, I'm 1,000% sure that these babies will sell. And I have two of those, right? And they're relatively big too. If I had to guess, guys, they got to be at least 18, if not more, 19 inches long. So they're huge. They're quite substantial. Okay, but wait. All right. So the next item that I got was in the same area. And again, a great price. It was definitely, I paid up for it for sure, but still a great price overall. Because again, when I looked up the comp on this particular one, it was off the chain, literally. So again, it matches what I just showed you. And again, it's another Burwood piece, and it's a wall clock. Are you kidding me? Seriously. Gorgeous. Look how beautiful this thing is. It is in excellent condition, right? Now, they took the battery out. Let me just show you the back so you can see Burwood. It was working in the store. They took it takes one of those big batteries, so those big hunk of batteries. I think it's like a D or something. I think this mechanism is new. Maybe not. I don't know. But you can tell, sometimes you can tell items that, you know, have been used or they were used. But again, the clock and those wall pieces, I think they're basically brand new. They look brand new to me, right? So, and I think, why is the hook there? I'm sorry, the hook is on the bottom, which is weird to me. Oh, I see. No, there's two hooks. Never mind. There's two hooks. So there we go. I think you would hang it like that. Do I have that right? Yeah. So this was a great price. And on eBay, when I looked, and it wasn't even this turquoisey color. It was kind of like a brown and maybe white color. The numbers weren't turquoise. I want to say that sold for $120, $125 or something like that for this wall clock. I didn't pay for that at all. Yes, please. So yes, when I literally was going back and forth, should I not, or whatever, because I didn't want to spend a ton of money. I'm trying to save my little coins because I'm going back to Portland in March, and I wanted to, kind of sort of save all my coins and, pack an extra suitcase for the items in Portland because I did so well the last time I was there back in last June. So, but yeah, guys, I could not, absolutely not leave these babies behind. There was no way I was going to leave this behind. It literally was calling my name. And it was so funny because the lady was like, those are all sold separately. I'm like, I could read. I could see that the clock is separate from these. And I'm sure she didn't mean anything, but I think she just wanted, those are sold separately. I'm like, okay, I get it. They are. The clock has a price and these have a price. I get it. I can read. So because she said they had just came in, I'm like, I get it, and I'm so glad they came in because they waited for me. They waited for me to come. So, like I said, I'm not afraid to pay up. I've learned in this business, honestly, I've been doing this since 2018, and I have learned in this business that sometimes you have to pay up. You have to kind of sort of take your chances and pay up. And for the most part, guys, I got to tell you that for those items where I paid a little bit more than what I wanted to pay, I have done relatively well. Like, it literally surprised me. I sold a spaghetti lamp recently, within the last couple of days. I paid very little for it, and I made $100. I made $100, right? So, although I paid 80 for it, I made 100. That was my profit, right? So you have to, no, that's not right. Yeah, I made 100. Yeah, that's right. I made 100. That's right. Duh. So anyway, so that's my haul, guys. I'm so excited about this particular haul from the flea market, from the vintage store. There's 2 vintage stores. Just excited about that. I'm so excited about this cute little Fenton piece. I love these. These sell well for me. These little Jack in the Pulpit vases sell well for me. I'm really excited about those wall plaques. Honestly, I'm ecstatic about those. I probably will not have time to get any of these things listed until another week because, like I said, I'm going out of town on Monday for work for 3 days essentially. And I won't have time to process any of these, but I certainly wanted to get the video out so you guys can see all the items that I got. I hope that you're excited about them and hope that you think I got some good things. I try to bring different stuff. I try to bring a wide variety of items to Restore Glory. So I hope you like it. And if there's anything, guys, in my shop that you like, or anything that you see in this video that you like, please be assured to reach out to me via email. Send me an email and let me know, hey, Donna, I saw that item that you had in your video. Send me an invoice. I'm happy to do that. But yeah, I think I found some great items. I really, really, really am so happy that I did some retail therapy over the last week or so. So again, thank you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I seriously think I'm going to go, what time is it? I think I'm going to go out and, I feel like a chicken salad. I feel like making my own chicken salad. But I don't have all the fixings. So I think I'm going to have to go out. I think I'll do that real quick. It's still relatively early in the evening. But I think I'm going to go and get me some fixings for a salad. And whatever I don't eat tonight, we can have for Sunday, leftovers for Sunday dinner tomorrow. Although I am making some Cornish hens tomorrow for dinner. So, All right, guys. So that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. And I will talk to you soon. Smooches.